Oh, hi. This is my co-host, Josh.
I'm Josh. And this right there is Kum.
Hello. Today we're gonna talk about the Quebec trip.
8th graders exclusive.
Yeah. So what do you guys feel about the start of it? You have to be at the school by 7 o'clock.
Look, I
So-
normally show up at this school at 7:30, and I have to wake up at like 5:50. So if I'm really about to come here at 7 a.m., I'm probably gonna have to wake up at 5. So, not too thrilled about that one, but hey, it's okay because I
Yeah.
never sleep. So yeah.
And so how do you feel about the trip being scheduled instead of last year the 8th graders went on a Monday, they left on Monday and came back on the Friday. This time we have a longer drive and we also have the trip that's shorter. One day shorter.
I don't think they went from Friday to Monday.
Really?
I don't think so. I think they go from like Monday to Wednesday. I think it's only a 3-day trip. Anyways,
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's normally tradition to go to Montreal.
Yeah, but-
normally like the big 8th grade
True.
thing is the Montreal trip. Now we're
Yeah.
changing it to Quebec.
Quebec City with the new director.
I'm pretty sure that's because of Mr. Cowan.
Actually, I debunked that in student council with Ms. Latipi.
Yeah, so
They actually the real reason why is just because they want this trip to be a more French trip, so like francophone, and
Oh,
you know
okay.
Montreal is more like English than French, while
Mm-hmm.
Quebec City is very French orientated, which is actually cool because my auntie and my cousins live in Quebec City. They moved there recently, and we went there, and everyone speaks with a weird accent. Anyways,
Well, to them, it's
but-
normal, but
but as I was saying, it's also Quebec City is actually just a more beautiful city, to be honest. It's more beautiful at night. It's way more historical and more interesting. That's what Miss Latity said anyway.
Right.
So I think it's reasonable. It's not contrary to popular belief. It's
Yeah.
not because of our new principal.
but I think it's a longer drive by an extra hour. I think I'm not completely sure, but
I mean,
I
like,
know-
I drove up there, and it only took like 6 to 8 hours. I think. I don't know.
I mean,
It's
but
a long
still,
trip, but
it's
we get
pr-
to stop by fast food
Yeah.
places. It'll be fun.
And so, but that's my concern that we have only like 2 days of actual time there because we get there probably pretty late on Tuesday.
Yeah, but you have to understand that we start our day at 7 a.m. or something like
Yeah,
that, and
but-
we come back at the hotel at 10 p.m.
We
So during that
yeah.
entire day, we got activities and stuff.
Fair
So,
point.
Sure.
Fair
I
point.
mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus, you get to be with your friends.
Yeah, the afternoons are actually reserved for hang out with you. Like,
Could
you get your
you-
own group and you go out. Of course, you have
With
to
a
have some
teacher,
type of adult,
of
but the
course.
adult is very lenient most of the time, and they
Most
kind
of
of
the
let
time.
you
Just
go.
do their own thing.
Josh, how do you know all that stuff?
Look, I have connections. upon
He is
connections.
student council president.
Not only
so-
that, it's just because I get around a lot, surprisingly. Like, my mom works here, and that doesn't really matter. That's more for the lower school. But, like I talk to the teachers a lot about the trip, and I analyze the last year's trip type thing. I talked to the other 8th graders from last year about it, so, yeah, it's pretty cool.
And so they're gonna take our phones away.
I don't
that
know what time.
was
That's one thing I
included.
do not know. I
Last
don't know
year,
the time.
the former 8th grader said it was at 11.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
That is pretty reasonable.
I just don't understand why they need to take away our phones, to be honest.
Because they want us to get some sleep, I think, Josh.
Who's really about to stay up the entire night on their phone? Who really actually does that?
Who knows? Who knows?
You do?
No, I was looking at you, but
No, I actually genuinely don't. I actually put my phone away after, like, right when I'm about to go to bed. So
yeah, me too.
I don't. Well, I didn't say my computer. My computer. That's a different story, but.
You're on camera, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think that we're gonna do in Quebec? Like, what do you think?
I think
will be the most
We're
interesting thing?
probably. I hear there's a few churches. I kind of want to go see those.
I heard that we might go to a pet cafe.
No.
That sounds really fun.
I heard we might go there. What's fun about Quebec, though, is that we're gonna be the first people to go to Quebec City.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything. We can't ask the last year 8th grade or anything. It's
Yeah. We can only ask the last year 8th graders about policy.
yeah.
So
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be like
Especially with the new director. Maybe he has some new rules.
Oh my god.
To be honest, I just don't want them to take away my phone. I just don't like the fact that I won't be able to like call anyone, like call my parents.
Yeah.
If I genuinely need to call my parents for something. I don't want to have to like go out of my dorm and like knock on one of the teacher's door at like 2 a.m. I'd rather just reach over. Like, hey mom, I'm freaking out or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
especially for me, like I love my mom. I can't be separated from her for too long. I'm still her baby. What are you talking about, man?
Oh, that's
like what you talking? No, I'm not even like no joke though. No joke. Phones are important, man. They're not even in a bad way. It could be seen as a bad way, but I mean, it's important. Gotta communicate with like people who aren't around you.
But I think we're gonna be kind of like the testing. So they might try things with us, and they might not work.
We will shut it down.
I don't want to be
automatically.
in labs or something.
That won't work a lot. That may or may not
We're
work.
a rebellious bunch. Let me just say that.
So we could possibly go and try to do something that isn't necessarily, I don't know, up to our standards. We'll just say.
We are so spoiled. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's an interesting thing that will happen in a couple of weeks.
So
is it like 1 or 2 weeks?
I think it's next week. We have another week of school.
So it's after next week, I think. Wait, what day is it? It's the 4th. It's the 5th, right?
Today's the 5th.
We leave on the 26th.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so more. Because
2 weeks, 14.
Week.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
14, so like
roughly.
2 weeks and a half.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be because it's a Tuesday and we leave on the Tuesday.
Actually, no, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
It'd be 3 weeks.
14. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Almost exactly 3 weeks.
No, that's
it is exactly 3 weeks.
It is exactly 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of the future,
Yes.
we're gonna go into the further future.
Mm-hmm.
AKA next year, we're going to high school. Tell me about it. Tell me about your plans.
So I know a lot of people are leaving the school to go to other private or public high schools, and it could possibly get like, I feel like it's gonna be lonely.
Bro,
I feel there's gonna be like almost nobody, and like there's a few people that I know who are staying for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you staying?
Yeah, I'm staying. You?
Me too.
Hey, let's go. And so I think it's going to be really small, and it's going to be either really beneficial for the like learning environment, or it's going to be really bad since you have like
there's going to be like a lot of new people like me.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah,
If there's a bunch of new old people, not old people, new people, no.
Yes.
If there's going to be people who are leaving, a lot of them,
Yes.
like over 50% of our grade that's going to leave, because I'm
Almost,
pretty sure a
yeah.
lot of them are leaving.
Yeah.
There's going to be opportunities to make new friendships
Fair point.
and new
Enemies, of course.
relationships and stuff, and enemies.
Yeah, that's
All
always
the
a part.
interesting-
That's always
Yep.
part of the deal.
But I mean, personally, I might not be here next year. I actually
No.
decide if I'm going to be next year this week. I get my I applied to a high school, and it's this week that I get my reply from them.
Aw.
It's anywhere
Best of luck
from
to you.
Tonight. Actually, I might even get it tonight. Who knows?
Best of
Either
luck to you.
today all the way till Sunday of this week.
Hmm.
I find out if I get it or not, which will be interesting.
Yeah, so me, comme Maxence, who isn't here with us today, sadly, he's at a basketball game, which we could talk about later. We volunteered to like show around and like introduce the new students
student
to
ambassadors,
the school, more or less, like show them around, show them
Yeah.
what a normal class is like, show them what a normal school day is like.
Should we do,
And
like,
so
a
that's
club
I think
for
that's
new
the
people?
I think that's the day before we go to Quebec.
Yeah.
So we miss a few periods before Quebec, and then we just.
That's.
I think, but I
would've
mean, I don't
signed
think the
up
teachers
for-
are gonna do anything.
I would have signed up for student ambassadors in a heartbeat, to be honest. But they only wanted people who are for sure staying.
Yeah.
And because I think the logic is that if you introduce them, like now to the school and stuff, and then they get to see you again at the
Yeah.
next year, if they do end up coming here, then it's a nice little thing. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I saw you before.
I think
instead
it's
of
a good.
them meeting my charismatic, amazing personality and just getting heartbroken because I don't show up, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it's a good way to like give them a buddy. Like
Yeah.
instead of, because high school, I hear from other people is a lot like more like, I feel it's a lot
Speak.
Let me.
You got this.
There's more work involved, and there's so much more like depth to all the material, like you're learning and stuff.
Yeah. But next year,
But
I
it's
do
a-
hear that you guys go on a lot of fun trips
Yeah,
during the high school curriculum. Like you guys can go to Iceland, Martinique, Germany. Yeah, you can go to Martinique, bro. That's my sister island. I come from Guadeloupe. Martinique's my sister island. So like, being close to home. Just don't go to the bad places, please. You'll probably get shot. Anyways, so yeah, Iceland, Martinique, Germany. And I think you go to a couple. Those are the three main things that I've heard about that I know are really fun.
Yeah.
Germany, if you take German, of course.
Yeah.
Martinique, if you take a certain science class that's in French. You get to go there for like research and studying.
Yeah,
Beaches are beautiful
that's,
there, by the way.
that's. I don't think that's the whole point of the trip. I think it's more students don't want to do work.
No, it's genuine. No, you actually have to go to research. Like,
What are you gonna research?
You have to research the sea life.
Mosquitoes.
You have to. No, you go to the beaches and you have to research like different like lives on the beach by like going to.
Oh,
Yeah,
you like
for sure.
scuba diving?
Yeah, and you have to like
bitch.
actually go to.
That sounds pretty fun, but on second thought, do you have like? I just imagine like graphing the different kinds of like sea fish you see, or like coral, or
Yeah,
like,
but imagine doing that on the beach.
I know it's fun, and then
And at the same time, like you're in high school, you got a lot more liberties. And,
yeah. So
But I don't
But
know if
there's a
it's
lot
for
of
ninth
work
graders.
of
I think
work.
it might be for like 10th and 11th or like
Yeah.
earlier. If
So,
you guys do decide to stay in high school. there's a
I
lot of
heard
different
from the German teacher we had like a high school orientation day
Yeah.
that they're planning a
shadow day, not an orientation.
shadow. It's generally
Yeah.
no. And so they said they were planning a trip to Germany.
Yeah,
So we get to spend a week, I think
yeah.
it is, or something like that,
Around
in
there, yeah.
Berlin, and then we go to take a plane or train or something to Austria, and we spend a week there with the high schoolers.
Yes, it is very interesting.
And then the next year, in following September, they come over to ISB and spend a few weeks
yeah,
with
it's
us.
sort of
or
like a
week
trading thing type
to
thing.
exchange student program.
Yeah.
So cool.
That's also interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's right as we speak, I think there's a basketball going on.
Basketball.
Game. There's basketball going on.
Basketball.
Yeah.
There's a basketball game going on. So
Right.
We're Mexicans.
there was just Maxence is playing for us.
Woo Maxence,
We're rooting for you.
you got
Go
this.
get him.
Go on the bench.
So what's your opinion?
Sorry.
Staying in the realm of sports for a quick second, what's your opinion on ISB sports?
Okay. So with ISB, so ISB is all about diversity
Yeah, inclusion.
and inclusion and all that, and we strive on that. That's like the big thing that we try to really prioritize.
Yep.
And so lately there has been a sort of like influx of girl clubs because that's
The girls who code.
girls who code and all that.
And volleyball.
Volleyball.
And the volleyball. Volleyball is the one thing that I'm sort of just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're kind of what I don't get. The only times I understand where there should be a girls and boys club is when it's like a boys and girls like sport or like any type of club, like separated. Is if there's no co-ed team or stuff like that in the town. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's the case with the volleyball team too. There's no
Right.
guys volleyball team for the school to play against. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
talked to the athletic director and she said
Yeah, that's the sort
there
of thing that
wasn't-
I'm just sort of just like, hey, we're striving for diversity and inclusion, but at the same time we're being pretty exclusive when it comes to clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like to explain for people that don't know that like there's a new team of volleyball girls.
It's
Yeah.
second year. But,
Yeah, for the high schoolers.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But there's no boys team, so like there's kind of some things like wrong going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it comes to like the girls who code, I kind of don't understand that because if a girl wants to code, she can go to the
There's
coding club.
like a
I think it's an
Here's
organization.
the thing. There's a club for everyone to code, and then there's girls who code, which I guess is an organization, as you said before. It's
Yeah.
an organization, and so yeah, that's sort of a thing to think about a little
Yeah.
bit. Sort of just like
Yeah.
putting that out there.
Yeah.
I do
So
have to
I
admit,
think that's
power to all the girls and all
Yeah.
that, but
So I think that's all the time we have. Thank you for stopping by. We are the Blue Corner. Tune in next week, where we'll be interviewing the middle school director, Mr. Caronde.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect timing.
Alright, well,
Booyah.
Booyah. Hey, Josh.
I think it cut.
Hey, Josh, don't leave me hanging, bro.
Yeah.
Booyah.
I blanked out
I
for a
hate
second
fever.
there.
Oh, it may have been Miss Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Aguilar.
Yeah, I gave my dad the link.
You guys
Was he
did
watching?
really well. I
don't
love
know.
the transition. So we do have time before the club's actually over, so don't forget to break down the set.
Yep.
But to go over some